What if the ground you walk on every day had the power to outperform any office job in the city? What if a single well-chosen plant, grown with intention and sold to the right market, could completely rewrite your financial future? You don't need heavy machines, endless acres, or expensive tools to make it work. What you need is patience, clarity, and the intelligence to grow what people are already willing to pay a premium for. Today, I'm breaking down 10 powerful plants that can transform ordinary land into a serious income machine, crops that buyers across the globe are already paying thousands of dollars for. If you've ever imagined farming as more than survival, if you've ever thought about agriculture as a path to real wealth, then this video was made for you. These are the plants that have the potential to create millionaires. Welcome back to Everyday Harvest, the channel where soil becomes opportunity and smart farming turns into long-term success. Before we go any further, tell me where you're watching from. Drop your city or country in the comments, because farming today isn't limited by location, it's global, and the strategies you'll learn here can be applied almost anywhere. This isn't about basic vegetables or common garden herbs. We're diving into high-demand, high-value crops that can change how you think about farming entirely. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 12 plants have the power to multiply your income, how to think about scaling intelligently, and why some overlooked crops are worth more than gold when grown by the right hands. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Turn on notifications so you don't miss strategies that can genuinely change your future. Let's begin. Plant number 1, ginseng. Ginseng isn't just something you grow, it's a way of thinking. The moment you decide to plant ginseng, you stop operating like a short-term farmer and start thinking like a long-term investor. This plant doesn't reward speed or shortcuts, it rewards foresight. Ginseng takes years to mature, and every extra year it remains underground, its value increases. While other crops are planted and sold within a single season, ginseng quietly grows in the soil, accumulating worth like money earning interest. Global demand for ginseng is relentless. Wellness brands, pharmaceutical companies, traditional medicine markets, and supplement manufacturers all rely on a steady supply. Yet very few farmers are willing to commit the time and care required to grow it properly. That imbalance between demand and supply is exactly what drives prices so high. Mature ginseng roots aren't sold like vegetables, they're treated like rare assets. Age, shape, growing method, and quality all influence pricing, and farmers who grow premium roots often negotiate directly with buyers, cutting out middlemen entirely. Ginseng thrives in shade, which means forested land and tree-covered areas suddenly become valuable. Land most people ignore can become a serious income source. For farmers with limited open space, ginseng levels the playing field. It doesn't demand perfection, it demands consistency, protection, and patience. Those who succeed are the ones who understand delayed gratification. They plant today for a harvest years in the future, and when it finally comes, the payoff can fund expansion, equipment, and generational growth. Plant number 2, moringa. Moringa is what happens when efficiency meets opportunity. Unlike slow-maturing luxury crops, moringa grows fast and produces aggressively. Once established, it keeps giving with minimal input. This makes it one of the most dependable plants for farmers who want steady, repeatable income rather than waiting years for returns. The leaves are where the profit lives. They can be harvested repeatedly, dried with ease, and turned into powder that sells year-round. Health-focused consumers, herbal brands, and supplement companies are constantly searching for reliable suppliers. Moringa doesn't rely on trends, it feeds a market that keeps expanding as awareness grows. What makes moringa especially powerful is its flexibility. Farmers can sell fresh leaves locally, dried leaves regionally, or powder internationally. Seeds can be pressed into oil, and pods are sold as vegetables in many markets. One plant, multiple income streams. If one market slows, another keeps cash flowing. Moringa thrives on small farms and even backyard setups. It responds well to pruning, allowing you to control growth while increasing yield. Instead of draining the soil, it improves it. Farmers who understand moringa don't struggle to find buyers, they struggle to keep up with demand. It's not a risky crop, it's a dependable workhorse.
Plant number 3, Gotu kola. Gotu kola is often ignored, but its profit potential is massive for farmers who understand niche herbal markets. Celebrated for centuries in Asia as a cognitive and circulation enhancer, this humble plant has growing international demand, yet very few growers supply it consistently. That scarcity creates opportunity. Gotu kola thrives in small, carefully managed plots, making it ideal for limited land. Demand comes from supplement companies, wellness practitioners, and health-conscious consumers worldwide. Teas, extracts, powders, and dried leaves all command premium pricing, and demand increases every year. Every step of processing multiplies value. Sold fresh, it earns well. Processed correctly, it becomes a luxury herbal product with export potential. Successful cultivation requires attention to moisture, shade, soil health, and careful harvesting that encourages regrowth. Unlike annual crops, Gotu kola keeps producing season after season. It builds skill, reputation, and market knowledge with every harvest. Its versatility allows farmers to sell locally, internationally, and directly to consumers, reducing dependence on any single buyer. For strategic farmers, Gotu kola becomes a reliable long-term income engine. Plant number 4, saffron. Saffron is the ultimate proof that wealth in farming isn't measured in acreage, but in strategy and specialization. This delicate purple flower, Crocus sativus, produces the world's most expensive spice, and its value is intrinsically linked to its labor intensity. Each flower blooms for only 24 to 48 hours and must be harvested at dawn before the sun wilts the petals. Inside each flower are just 3 crimson stigmas, the saffron threads, which are then carefully removed by hand. It takes roughly 150 flowers and 400 hours of labor to produce a single kilogram of dried saffron. This immense labor requirement acts as a natural barrier to entry, scaring off large-scale farms and protecting the price for those willing to do the work. Saffron's genius lies in its timing. It is planted in spring, but the corms lie dormant through the summer and burst into bloom in the autumn, long after most other vegetable and field crops have been harvested. This allows farmers to utilize the same land from multiple income streams, or to focus entirely on this high-value crop during an otherwise quiet season. Once harvested and gently dried, saffron stores exceptionally well for years if kept in a dark, airtight container, giving farmers immense market power. They are not forced to sell immediately to the local wholesaler. They can wait, strategize, and negotiate with the best buyers. Saffron is a key that unlocks luxury markets, gourmet food brands, high-end restaurants, pharmaceutical companies for its mood-enhancing properties, and natural dye and cosmetic producers. Growing saffron fundamentally shifts a farmer's identity. You are no longer a bulk commodity producer, subject to the whims of the market. You are a purveyor of rare, artisanal value. Plant number 5, stevia. Stevia isn't just another herb. It's a strategic position in a massive global market shift. As consumers in developed nations aggressively move away from sugar and develop a deep distrust of artificial sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose, they are flocking to natural plant-based alternatives. Stevia, Stevia rebaudiana, is perfectly positioned to capture this demand. Its leaves contain glycosides, natural compounds that are 200 to 400 times sweeter than sugar, yet have 0 calories and a negligible effect on blood glucose. The true opportunity with stevia isn't in selling a few leaves at a farmer's market, it's in processing. While you can sell dried stevia leaf, the real value is unlocked by processing those leaves into a white powder or liquid extract.
This transforms a perishable agricultural product into a stable, high-value ingredient that food and beverage manufacturers, from soda companies to protein bar makers, are actively seeking. This moves you from being a farmer to being a supplier to the industrial food chain. Furthermore, stevia is a perennial in frost-free climates and can be grown as an annual in colder zones. Once established, a single planting can provide 2 to 4 harvests per year for 3 to 5 years. This creates a steady, recurring income system, smoothing out cash flow and reducing the need for annual replanting costs. It's a crop that offers both high-value potential and long-term operational efficiency. Plant number 6, wasabi. True wasabi, Wasabia japonica, is one of the most notoriously difficult crops in the world to cultivate, and that difficulty is precisely its value proposition. It requires very specific conditions: running spring water, constant cool temperatures, dappled shade, and a gravelly, well-drained bed that mimics a mountain stream. It is slow-growing, taking 18 to 24 months to reach maturity, and is highly susceptible to disease. Because of these challenges, over 95% of the wasabi served outside of Japan is not wasabi at all. It's a mixture of horseradish, mustard starch, and green food coloring. This creates a massive, gaping hole in the market for authenticity. Chefs at high-end sushi restaurants and specialty food buyers are desperate for the real thing: a rhizome with a complex flavor that heats the nose rather than the tongue and dissipates quickly, leaving a vegetal sweetness. They are willing to pay premium prices, often 10 to 20 times more than the imitation paste, to anyone who can reliably supply it. Wasabi rewards mastery, not volume. It is a crop for the farmer who becomes an expert, who obsesses over water quality and climate. Success here proves that true excellence in agriculture will always outperform a business model based on sheer scale. It's a niche, but it's a highly profitable and defensible one.
Plant number 7, vanilla, the orchid of patience. Vanilla, Vanilla planifolia, is a crop that looks deceptively simple and climbing orchid, but demands an almost obsessive level of precision and patience, which is exactly what keeps supply tight and prices high. The first major hurdle is pollination. The vanilla flower blooms for a single day and, outside of its native Mexico, lacks a natural pollinator. Every single flower must be hand-pollinated by a farmer within that 24-hour window. Miss a day, and you've lost a potential bean. If pollination is successful, a green bean develops over 9 to 10 months. Then comes the most critical phase: curing. The beans are subjected to a complex, months-long process of sweating, sun-drying, and slow conditioning to develop their signature aroma and flavor profile. A mistake in curing can ruin an entire year's harvest. This scarcity and labor intensity create an opportunity for farmers who can master the process. Vanilla rewards branding and relationship building. A farmer who can produce a consistently high-quality, perfectly cured bean can sell directly to chocolatiers, ice cream makers, perfumers, and cosmetic companies who value traceability and quality over the cheap, mass-produced vanilla from unstable markets. Demand spans multiple industries, making it a foundational income crop when managed properly, but it requires a farmer willing to invest years before seeing a significant return. Plant number 9, garlic. Garlic, Allium sativum, is the perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary crop can be transformed into a financial engine through strategy. Its power lies in constant, universal global demand. Everyone eats garlic, but the opportunity for the farmer lies in moving beyond the commodity market. The first step is focusing on quality and variety. Growing gourmet hardneck varieties like rocambole or porcelain, which offer complex flavors that supermarket softnecks can't match, immediately sets a farmer apart. Chefs and foodies will seek out and pay a premium for this distinction. The second step is storage mastery.
Properly cured garlic, stored in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated space, can last for 6 to 9 months. This completely changes the sales game. Instead of taking the low price offered at harvest when the market is flooded, a farmer can sell steadily through the fall, winter, and into spring when prices are higher and supply is scarce. The final step is creating value-added products. Garlic scapes, the curly flower stalks harvested in early summer, are a delicacy that creates an entirely separate income stream. Peeled garlic, roasted garlic, garlic powder, and even garlic salt allow the farmer to capture more value from every bulb and sell to a wider range of customers. Through handling and diversification, a humble crop becomes a year-round revenue engine. Plant number 9, lavender. Lavender, Lavandula species, is the master of disguise, ornamental in its beauty but fiercely industrial in its value-generating capacity. It is a multifaceted crop that creates a diversified income portfolio from a single planting. You-pick and agritourism. A field in full bloom is a powerful tourist attraction. Charging for entry to cut your own bundles, taking photos, or simply enjoying the view creates a high-margin, direct-to-consumer income stream with minimal harvest labor. Dried bundles and crafts. The dried flowers retain their color and fragrance for years, making them perfect for sachets, wreaths, culinary lavender, and decorative bundles sold at farm stands and craft fairs. Culinary and tea. Culinary-grade lavender buds are used in baking, spice blends like herbes de Provence, and teas, appealing to a niche but dedicated market. Essential oil. This is where the highest margins lie. Distilling the fresh flowers produces a high-value essential oil used extensively in aromatherapy, soaps, lotions, and cleaning products. A small copper still can pay for itself in one season. With proper soil preparation and harvesting techniques, small-scale growers can compete directly with large producers by focusing on quality, artisanal production, and the direct-to-consumer experience. Lavender anchors diversified farm systems by providing revenue streams from early summer, you-pick, all the way through the winter holidays, crafts. Plant number 10, aloe vera. Aloe vera, Aloe barbadensis Miller, is the final crown jewel of strategic farming. Simple and succulent on the surface, it is a plant with immense globally recognized demand across the multi-billion-dollar health, wellness, and skincare industries. Its power lies in its resilience and its transformability. As a crop, aloe is remarkably undemanding. It thrives on marginal sandy soils where other crops would fail. It requires very little water once established, making it a champion of drought-prone regions. It's a perennial that, once planted, will produce harvestable leaves for 5 to 8 years, offering long-term stability and reducing annual labor and input costs.
The true strategic genius of aloe, however, is in processing. The thick, mucilaginous gel inside the leaves can be transformed into a wide array of high-value products. Fresh gel or fillets sold directly to consumers for sunburn relief or to juice bars for smoothies. Aloe vera juice and drinks, a popular segment of the health beverage market. Concentrates and powders. The leaves can be processed into a concentrated gel or a freeze-dried powder, dramatically reducing shipping weight and extending shelf life. These are sold in bulk to cosmetic and supplement manufacturers who use them as a base ingredient in lotions, creams, and capsules. Skincare products, the final step in the value chain, where the farm can produce its own branded line of soaps, gels, and creams, capturing the maximum retail margin. Aloe offers a complete package: stability from a low-maintenance perennial, scalability from its ease of growth, and recurring income from a perennial plant combined with the ability to process and sell year-round. For the serious farmer thinking beyond the harvest, aloe is not just a crop, it's a strategic long-term asset. And there you have it, 12 plants that can change the way you farm, the way you earn, and the way you think about agriculture entirely. From the slow-maturing ginseng to the fast multi-harvest moringa, from the rare luxury of saffron to the evergreen demand of aloe,
Each plant in this list has the potential to turn soil into serious wealth if you approach it with the right strategy, care, and vision. Farming is no longer just about survival. It's about creating assets, building systems, and thinking like an investor. Every plant we covered today can be part of a farm that produces cash, creates long-term value, and positions you to scale, diversify, and secure your financial future. If you're serious about turning your farm into a money-making powerhouse, pick a few of these plants, start small, and master the growing, harvesting, and value-adding process. Remember, the secret isn't just planting, it's planting intelligently, consistently, and strategically. Before you go, let me know in the comments which of these plants you're excited to grow first, and don't forget to subscribe to Everyday Harvest so you never miss tips that can turn your yard, backyard, or farm into a real money-making. Thank you for watching.